This is the story of a citizens group initiative that took place on the outskirts of Bangalore city in a place called Sarjapura. In 2017, the main access roads to this burgeoning suburb were widened, which meant that hundreds of massive old trees were chopped down. The citizens of this area were really hit hard by this and decided to do their best to save at least a few of these trees. Their decision spearheaded India's very first crowd-funded tree transplantation.
When we heard that the trees are going to get cut, once we saw the first one getting cut near the Sarjapura police station, the pain started from there. Like, how can somebody cut something so old, so big, so beautiful without giving a thought?
I never thought they will go off. You know, I think we take these things for granted, and I took it also for granted. The trees are going to be there always. That particular tree which was on Sarjapura Circle, this huge tree that covered the entire circle. That was actually the most attractive part of Sarjapura, and it got one fine day just chopped off in its full bloom. And that is the day I realized how connected I am with the tree, because that day I still can't forget how painful it was.
It's not just like transplanting only 3 trees with a set of volunteers, but the whole country watches this and they may get inspired in that process. Hundreds of thousands of trees may get saved in the process of this tree transplantation. Was actually moved me to really go ahead with the project.
I found that many things without citizens' initiative, it will not move. Here, being a localite, I realized after mingling with these people for the last 5 years, they were not realizing what harm they were doing to the trees and lakes in this area.
We actually wanted to do something. So it's just not planting saplings, it's something to save these trees.
First we went to the forest department. So I should say that is where actually we got a lot of more energy and the more direction of how to do it. We thought that government has some funds towards this kind of an activities. We got a direction like, do the saplings, why are you doing this tree transplantation? So we thought, okay, government is not funding, they are not interested, let's do by ourselves.
Team called me, they're very simple guys, they only thought of them is they don't know what to do, but still they want to do and to save the tree. But these people, they're ready to take anything, and that is what needed in the conservation. And I can't tell you, the tree was so beautiful from the day one, they're on foot, and they provided everything. They're so intact with the documentation, what they wanted to do and everything. Even I worked with a lot of RWs. And these RWs went way beyond to save these 4 trees. I'm amazed to be a part of this team. This process is carried out by a common citizen. If people can do this kind of a thing to save the tree, why not the government? See, you can't grow like a 100-year-old tree. To grow it takes 100 years, and you suddenly want to chop in 2 days. So you have to give a thought to it. If a government comes with their own unit, we'll be seeing more and more trees to be saved. And that is a very good positive way of showing the other way to conserve the trees.
In order to generate money for this tree transplantation, there was an estimation of around 3 lakh rupees for 3 trees.
We realized there are so many people around the world who wanted to save trees, and the kind of contributions which came in 2 weeks' time, it was 2.75 lakh, and the rest of the money was we generated from our own residents here.
Few of us didn't feel this to be a bigger amount because we knew that small drops of water from everybody's pocket can make the amount.
I was completely 100% sure money will be collected because it's a noble cause. If you have so the strength that you can do it, if people trust you, then the money will just flow in.
It was really a uphill task. See, money is one part. The other part is actually getting the approval from different authorities and arranging all the necessary machine itself is a really big challenge.
It's a village, and we are seen as an outsider because we come and stay in apartments and villas. We explained to them that we are trying to save these trees, and they were so happy with the whole thing.
ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯವರು 60 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 65 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಮಡಿಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟ ಮರಗಳು ಹೋಯ್ತೇನೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಬಂದು ಒಂಥರ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು
ಇದು ಗಿಡಗಳನ್ನು ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಯ್ತು.
ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಯ್ತು. ದೇವರು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅದೇ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಯಿತು. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆಯವರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಅದೇನು ಪುಣ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಹೋಗಲಾಡಿಸಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಳಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ,
ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೇದೇ
ಆಯ್ತು.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಬಂದು ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆವಾಗಲಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಯ್ತು.
We need the cranes to do it, and then we need the JCB, and then we need so many other things. We have to coordinate with the laborers, and then we are going to do it ourselves. We are going to stop the traffic. Of course, there is some help, but still we have to do it on the ground. And if something happens, that question was always there.
And one who also agreed to give us that crane on that particular day, he said, he will not able to make. See, it is the evening 7 o'clock. Here the tree transplantation work is supposed to happen. Suddenly we came to know that he is not coming and bringing the crane. Then it was really, believe me, on the ground things were completely, it became standstill. Then immediately many people got into the action mode. They dialed in every nook and corner of the Bangalore to get the cranes. Then they said that by at least by 11 or 12 o'clock some cranes and trailer can be arranged. Luckily things happened.
You know, we were all positive. The entire team was so positive that automatically the windows and the doors got opened. It was such a beautiful symphony of energies coming from all the sides. It's been amazing.
Bescom doing a quick job. They had around 3 poles close to the tree, but for our need, the urgency they worked and the way they moved 3 poles was very quick.
11 kV electricity has to be disconnected, all the lines were to be dismantled. I feel blessed. I got an opportunity. Some small help has been done from my side.
Thanks to Noreen, who just heard that we are transplanting the trees. She didn't even think twice. She just said yes.
What really motivated me to go forward was just how passionate everybody I spoke to felt about this. There was this groundswell of positivity, can-do attitude, which I really appreciated. And it was very easy to take that decision because it is very consistent with InVenture's core value. One of the core values of the school is to encourage sensitivity towards the environment. This was a great opportunity to show how we could convert words to action. At the same time, I would hope it's a lesson to the wider community as well, to the government, to the media, to other neighborhoods.
When the tree actually sprouts, you feel that it's a living thing and it's coming back again with life, springs to life. So you get that positivity and that inspiration in life, that determination you get from a tree.
If you have a strong will in you for a change, the change will happen.
Okay, keep your egos aside, listen to people, do things, everything will fall in harmony. If you ask us another 40 trees to be moved, I think we can bring in people to get this thing done with the government support.